Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing a showcase of the Elementalist from Critical Strike. I bought this without seeing how much Roblox it was for some reason, so now I have it. Yeah, so let me just show you. It's basically, it takes us up like 6 different roles, but you can basically just pick one and play with it. The way it works is if you can switch in between them by pressing F, and then you can press E to switch in between those, or Q. So you can kind of, and then you click again to go back. I mean to switch, so if I want to be fire, I click, and I switch to fire. If I wanted to get out, I think I'd press F again. Now I'll be showing you all the moves for each and every one. So we'll start with default. Default, here, let me go up here, so it's a bit easier to show you. That's 12 damage on a swipe, it's that fast, you know. This move is pretty interesting. It'll do 4 damage if you miss it, but if you're standing right next to them, it'll also do 4 damage, but bring them with you. So what you can do is when you bring them with you, is immediately swipe them, and then chase them with this move, which is like a little ball that appears, and it does 15 damage. So you go like this, and then if they run around, you follow them, and then chase them with that. Now, each and every one of these guys, they all have an ult, kind of. It's kind of hard to tell, but I'll tell you what it is. But it's like an ultimate from like Overwatch or something. This guy's is this. Yeah, so he just releases that. I think it does like 10 damage or so, but yeah, let me just show you some gameplay with him. I'm not very good with him because I don't use him very often. But you can kind of just get free damage with that thing, and I just sit around and never mind, not even. Alright, let me try this. Oh, well, he died, so. Alright, next will be, I'm going to show you the, I know I'm in the middle of a team thing, but next I'll show you water. Alright, water is, it shoots around of 5 bullets that do 10 damage each. It's pretty good, but it also has some drop, which is really annoying, and I don't like it. So, I don't really like play this guy at all. If it was straight, then yeah. But, yeah, just to keep that in mind. It's good for, like, camping people out, but they can easily go up to you and kind of just sit there and delete you. Like this guy. Then his Q is he throws out a bomb. If it hits someone, it'll do 7 damage, but if it doesn't, it'll just wait for a little bit and then blow up, so... And boom, there we go. It'll do 7 damage then as well. Now, the E is like a little wave thing. That'll regenerate me. I hit it. No, I hit it on my team. Yeah, so I did it on the guy with a... The ultimate is like a wave that does 15% of their health. So if they have like a lot of health, that'd be a good move because it'll be like 35. And by the way, when you use your ultimate, you immediately go back to this. Yeah, so it does 10 damage. So yeah, you'll go back to default once you use your ult because so you just have to keep that in mind so you don't just use them whenever you want. You can use this guy as all you want without any repercussions, but that's about it. Okay, now I'll be showing you, I wish there was an AFK button for me to, you know, and I don't have enough money for a VRP server, so. Alright, let me get back. Next will be wind, kind of underwhelming in my opinion, because it's not very good. Well, it could be good if you're a good shot, but, so we got the wind. Its normal shot is a bullet of wind, or like a little thing. It's an arrow shot, and it goes about that far. It'll do 10 damage at any range. Its Q is it turns into a tornado, so it kind of dashes forwards and does a maximum of like 5 or 6 or 6 or 8. I'm not sure, one of those. Its E is a tornado that will do 5 damage and push them back. Okay, it's not very good, and I'm a bad shot, so I don't really like doing this. Okay, let me just show you some gameplay. Even though I'm missing all of my shots. Ugh. That one didn't even hit. What is going on? Yeah, so I don't really play with this one very often. Okay, next we have... I'll just stay with wind. took the health thing. And he's running away. Okay, next will be Earth. Earth's more of like a tanky thing. He hits and it's a slowed down. It'll take a while for it to go out, but it'll do 12 damage when it hits. So that's cool. His Q is a rock wall that he spawns. Nothing can go through that besides projectiles that go through terrain. So you can block a lot of that stuff. So that's useful. This is something you can do. So watch this. If you want to get up, you do this. It'll knock you up, and you can jump on here, or you can jump over it. So, something that you could do is do this, and then switch to water and start shooting because of the thing. If you wanted to get higher up, but yeah, that's yeah. The E is a swipe that instantly comes out, does 5 damage, I think, or no, 10 damage, and it'll knock them back. I think it staggers. I'm not sure though. I'll have to test that. The ultimate is this. He slams the ground, doing 10 damage and staggering everyone. So, staggering means, honestly, I don't really know. I don't play Earthquake very often. Let me show you. Yeah, so it ups your defense. That's what it does. So that's pretty useful. Oh, okay. That almost hurt. Oh, and it knocks them back. So both of these moves, this one and the other one, knock back. So, yeah. Now the F will... It didn't come out in time, but... Anyway, let me get to the dummy thing. Earth is, like, mostly used for annoying projectile things so that they have to come around, like Trickster and stuff. But Trickster is best with Lightning. I'll show you why Lightning's my favorite after a bit. So, Earth. 3, 2, 1. Oh, this is Q, by the way. It knocks them out in 5. This is E. Stuns them and gives you 5 defense. So this is this. Staggers and... Yeah. So when you get staggered and you hit someone, if someone's staggered and you hit them, they'll become stunned. And it does 10 damage. So Thunder is my favorite because of how fast he is. His thing comes out instantly, but it only does 10, unlike the other ones. His E, or his Q, is a teleport. You can do it once to do that, or you can do it twice. You can do it in any direction. I just did it forward. That's pretty useful for just being annoying and, you know. The E is a chain strike. So when it'll do 8 damage and shock them. I'm not sure what shock does, because it doesn't seem like it does anything. But if it hits someone, it'll reactivate and go after the next person. It doesn't have an infinite range, though. It has that amount. Once it hits someone, it'll have that amount to hit the next. So just keep that in mind if you want to change. See, it didn't touch him because it was just out of range. Yeah, I like this guy for... He's good against everything. He's good against big guys. He's good against, like, projectiles mainly. That's why he's not very good against, like, fighting things like fire, which I'll show you later. But he is good against everything else. Okay, that's Firecracker. I don't have that one yet, so it's kind of annoying. Yeah, so his ultimate is the best ult I can find. He has this massive area of effect that will do 15 damage and stun everyone. Yes. Bam. It didn't actually do anything to him, but, yeah. It'll do 15 damage, stun, and something else. Oh my god! Okay. Yeah, Thunder's my favorite. It makes sense because you can just kind of run around. And, you can kind of just run around and teleport. The only issue is, he's like, you can't really fight other brawler type classes just because they're also pretty fast and a lot stronger, so they can take him out. He's just kind of good at dodging and other stuff. He's best for dodging. He's second best at taking out tanks. Okay, so fire is the last one. This is a really, really good one. So he has a couple of moves. He has his normal one. It's just a swipe for 12 damage. Comes out pretty fast. But on his third one, like a little ball of fire comes out and will explode to 12 damage. It comes out this fast. Okay. His Q is he'll dash forward and it'll do 15 damage, but also do 10 damage to himself, so it kind of sucks. But if you do E, and they're burned, it'll do 20. So it's critical hit. If you hit that, then try to go for this because it's definitely worth it. And as soon as you get out of it, you can do a swipe. Or if you get your third swipe in, if you have your third swipe ready, you can do it at any range, so you don't have to be right up next to him. His ultimate is really, really cool. So I'll stand back here. He shoots out balls. Here, let me aim it. 1, 2, 3. They pave the ground with fire, so if you touch on it, you'll step on it, you'll get burned. And if you get hit by it, you get burned. And each of them does, I think, 10? If I can't really move him with this guy. Okay, guys. Here, let me do it over here. 1. Yeah, it does 10 each, but it also, if you touch these, it administers burning. Now I'm gonna go over which ones, like, you just heard, even though I kind of went over. Yeah. So, default is just, if you use your ult, you should get good at it. It's just an all-around type thing. That's all it's used for, is if you have your ult. It's also good to just do this and be able to continue to use, default after you use your ult. You don't have to, like, you don't lose default, so you can just do this whenever you want. Do like 10 damage. Now the water, I don't really know. It's kind of hard to class it with anything. See, I messed up that little combo thing. Yeah, it's hard to class combo with any water with anything. Let me just get this so I don't die. It's kind of just a range that's not. It's kind of just a campy type thing. The other wind is a lot better for camping because that's the thing that'll knock them back. But water, just, I don't know how to explain it. It's not good at all. It's good for taking out, like, you know, really big targets because of that ult, but that's all I could really find. Okay, so wind is the actually good. My guy's doing the Dio thing. Wind is the actual good. Oh, I forgot to talk about the ult of wind, sorry. Wind is the actual good, range thing because it's annoying, it knocks them back, and, yeah. So, let me switch to it. I forgot about the ultimate. The ultimate, you stand still and you just shoot out a cyclone, and it pushes everyone back, so, it's, eh. It's really good for camping because of this, knocks them back, and you can run away with that if you want to, or you could go through them. And this move is really good for spamming. Earth, I guess as a counter for some projectile characters, like Trickster and other things like that. But a lot of projectiles go through this type of stuff, so it's also useful to stand on top, which I kind of like to do. And it's also very good for fighting brawlers, I think, because you can stop them in their tracks with, like, their dashes and stuff with the wall, and you can knock them away with the E instantly, which, you know, is pretty fast for it's instant. I already talked about what Thunder is, but yeah, it's just good for taking out projectile, like annoying projectile people. If there's a wind versus a Thunder would win, or like a water or something, because of the teleport and the speed of him. And this thing it's a slight range, but also if there's two people, you can get it to the one closer to you to do a lot more damage. The ultimate is just so easy to just spam whenever you want. It does true damage as well. It's just so good, and you can use it just to do damage if you want to. Yep, this guy's dead. Okay. Now we have fire. Lastly, fire is the highest damaging one in this game. It can do 40 damage if you land every single little, like, shotgun pellet from the E. Yeah, and then you press that, it's 40 damage. See how quickly he died? Probably because the other people left. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And his ultimate is the most fun in this thing. All the other ones are like AoEs, where, you know, there's just stuff. But this guy's he just shoots out like balls. of fire, and it leaves trails on the ground. So like they can't it's controlled, so they can't move this way because they see the fire, so they'll want to go the other way. And 30 damage plus the burning is a lot of damage as well. And default, as I said, it's just a useful thing for fighting when you have nothing else. And the Q is really good. I don't know why they made that so good. Well, not so good, but it's so easy to land and it's annoying. Yeah, that pretty much goes over it. I'd say the best one, in my opinion, is Thunder. Just how fast it is and how OP the ultimate is. But my second favorite is Wind, because I didn't actually used to like this, but I didn't actually used to like Wind, but when I realized how good it was for like just camping out people, it's just so that concludes my little showcase of Elementalist. If you ever decide to buy it, just remember it's really good. It can fit into any situation. Just remember that when you switch roles, it'll also slows you down so you can get punished really hard. Right. Thanks for watching. See ya.